And to proceed, Mr. Chair, I wish to state for the record before I proceed that this representation is requesting the DOJ to render a legal position with respect to the two issues raised already, the duality of jurisdiction doctrine and the concept of continuing crime. And for my last question, sa atin pong pag-aaral ng batas, mayroon po tayong tinatawag na warrantless arrest. Konting review lang po. Ano po ba yung mga instances when arrest without warrant is allowed? TOJ?
Yes, Your Honor. In the rules of court, Your Honor, the instances that warrants a warrantless arrest, Your Honor, is if a particular crime is being committed and the police officer has actual knowledge of actual knowledge of the perpetration of the crime, Your Honor, the law enforcement can actually conduct the arrest of the subject without the necessity of a warrant, Your Honor.
TOJ, you will agree with me, we call it the doctrine of flagrante delicto.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. If a person is caught while committing a crime, he can be arrested even by a private citizen without need of a warrant.
Yes, Your Honor. As a citizen arrest, Your Honor.
Okay. Mayroon pong fake information, nakapost yung isang blogger. Can it be considered as flagrante delicto? Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. For as long as the fake news is still posted. The one who posted it is in flagrante delicto. So the question now to the law enforcement, can we effect an immediate arrest, considering that the one who posted is caught in flagrante delicto?
Yes, Your Honor, as long as the attribution could be established.
Mr. Chair, ang dami po ng vloggers na can be considered caught in flagrante delicto, and I find it strange. Walang inaaresto ang ating law enforcement agency. I do not subscribe to the opinion that our laws are insufficient. I wish to submit that the drafters of these laws considered already indicting even people outside the Philippine territory, considering that we're talking about cyberspace, considering that we're talking about internet, which horizon and territory is boundless. And going back to the doctrine of flagrante delicto, the biggest question is, ang dami pong bloggers without any concern at all about the possible consequences, about accountability, about liability, they just keep on posting fake news, proliferating fake news. And this is a clear illustration of caught in flagrante delicto, which warrants warrantless arrest. Bakit po walang ginagawa ang ating law enforcement agency?
Okay, we will reply. NBI.
Yes, Mr. Chair. So for that question, Mr. Chair, as already discussed a while ago, ang meron lang po tayo ngayon is cyber libel na batas, and Article 154 of the Revised Penal Code. If I may read, Mr. Chair. So doon po sa Article 154, meron po tayong unlawful use of means of publication and unlawful utterances. Number 1 po doon, any person who by means of printing, lithography, or any other means of publication shall publish or cause to be published as news any false news which may endanger the public or cause damage to the interest of the credit of the state. Yun lang po ang dalawang batas na pwede natin gamitin if we conduct a law enforcement operation or file of case. But the problem is, this case is a personal crime. Kailangan po may private complainant po na magrereklamo, and it will be the basis for the arrest.
Sir, I wish to go back to the concept of flagrante delicto. Doon po ba sa flagrante delicto, naghihintay ho ba ang police ng complainant? I don't think so. For as long as the person is committing a crime, even private citizen can arrest without need of a warrant. Mr. Chair, I believe that the questions is quite legally debatable already. So I would appreciate listening on the next hearing to our invited constitutionalist. I conclude, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much.